Hey everybody, thanks for joining in on another weekly plan with me. I am going to be planning out the week of February 3rd through the 9th, 2025. I've already taken my pages out of my planner and I am just going to make it a little bit easier on myself. Put these on a flat surface so I don't have to deal with the rings, and then I can put the pages back in the planner. I like this feature of the Happy Planner. All right, not too much going on. This should be a pretty quick plan with me. I'll also do my grocery list for the week as well. And first thing is, let's get the school schedule written. So it's my first plan with me for February, and I like to reflect on my goals that I set for myself for January as well, and then transfer those over to the new month and the new week. So one of my goals was to really start focusing on consistently working out. So I'm going to continue that. I hit my goal of lifting weights 8 times in January, so I'm going to up that goal to 12 times in February. So I'm going to give myself a day of rest in between. I also did the same video and like the same routine, so I'm also for the month going to switch up a new routine so I hit different muscles. Okay, so I've got to lift weights Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I also, for a few years, I was doing Pilates, and I stopped, and you know what? I did it for the first time in a few years yesterday, and boy, am I sore, and I like that. Definitely my abs. It's a good ab workout if you're doing it correctly. So this one is at 11, and this one is at 9:45. And this one is nice because it's restorative, so it's not too hard, and it's a nice little reset before I start my next week. I like it. Okay, so that I need to go to the grocery store on Monday. I don't know about you, but if you don't get an early start, I feel like at the grocery store on the weekends, then it is just chaotic, and I want to avoid the chaos. So groceries, I picked up from my farmer's stand where I go to every other week some chicken, so I'm gonna make stock. Or some bone broth, if you will. And then meal prep. I don't meal prep on because I have leftovers, so I'll eat those on Monday. I went and got some Thai food, and everything sounded good, so I got enough for a couple days worth of food. So I'll meal prep on Tuesday. And then I think that's really all I have set in stone. Oh, you know what? I desperately need to get a pedicure, so let's do that on Let's do that on Thursday. Yeah, it's not straight. And this is a different setup than I had last year, so I can add in some of my stickers, which I have plenty of. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Make it pretty. I like to keep my planners year over year and then look back at them. I think it's nice to do. Yeah. And then I have this pretty nice washi tape that's got some of those same colors in them. So I'm just going to add that to the bottom. Now, if you take a look at my hands, I definitely need a manicure as well, but I started back in December. I went and got a Russian manicure. If you take a look at a previous video, I'm like, it's expensive and it takes a while, and I didn't know if it would be worth it. It is. If you get your nails done, I would highly suggest doing this because I think it is definitely worth the time and the money. I really don't like spending all that time in the salon like that, but for how much time I've been able to spend out of the salon, I think it's a pretty good trade-off. Just looking for a straight edge that I have. I am a collector of pens, that is for sure. Oh, it's in one of my bags. Probably buried at the bottom, because it's been a hot second since I have done a decorative layout. There it is. All right. I guess I took my X-Acto knife to work, and that is just fine. Just do a little snip. I can clean up the edges once I've laid it out. give me a clean edge. Decently fine, I'm okay with that. That's cute. I like it. Let's try something a little bit different. There we go. A little bit sharper. Cute. Okay. Got that all set up, and then I saw something cute. Oh, there it is. These cute little flowers that have a little bit of iridescence to them, and they'll really pick up the pink and the orange and yellow. Which one? I'm still trying to figure out how I want to lay out this this planner and use the top portion. I feel like I've got a lot of space. Okay. That's cute. I keep it minimal. I don't really need to do all that much for me to be satisfied that it looks pretty. It's just a little something. I don't want to go overboard because I like the flexibility that it gives me. I do like this layout with the checklist. So as I get through the day and certain things come up, I will fill out the checklist on things that I need to do, things that I need to get done. Here, I like to put what I'm gonna focus on for the week, or some kind of like, maybe not like an affirmation, but like a word to focus on, like, you know, staying, you know, cool, calm, and collected, that kind of thing. Whatever it might be, that's gonna, when I look at it, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what I should focus on. And I think that's a good one. Focus on the goal, not the obstacles. Take actions. And results. Nice. That's pretty good advice. I should follow it, and I try to. So I'll look at that every day throughout the week. All right. So January started off really well for me, where I was cooking all my meals, and then like the last 2 weeks I've just been eating out. And I don't know about you, especially if you're someone who has a cycle, but my taste changed throughout the month. So the beginning of the month I was focusing on protein and eating a lot of veggies, and the like end of the month I was just craving sandwiches, and I just tore up some sandwiches, like Jimmy John style sandwiches. I get the unwitches, delicious, with a pickle and a side of their unsung hero, their tuna salad. Chef's kiss, so good. But I'm going into a different phase of my cycle, and I know that from reflecting on it that I'm gonna be craving different things. So if I was gonna get all my sandwich material, I'd probably look at it and be like, I don't want this. So going back to the meat and veg, I think is smart for where I am in my cycle. And I'm gonna do that, and we'll see if that's a bust or not, if I was right or if I was not. So maybe kind of in between, I could do some lettuce wraps. So I'll get a head of romaine. Nope, I won't do that. I'll get iceberg. Is it B-E-R-G or B-U-R-G? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So iceberg lettuce, and then veggies. I already have onions and garlic. I'll get some ginger. And I think just to mix up my proteins, I will do turkey. So ground turkey. And then definitely scallions. And then bell peppers. And then there are these 0-calorie noodles that you can get, at least in my store, in the veggie aisle, in the produce section, and they're like shirataki noodles. So they don't really have a taste to them per se, but they do have really good texture, and they just add a nice bulk to whatever you're cooking, especially if you are like craving noodles. And I think that would be pretty good. So 0-cal noodles. And then what else? I think just some like raw peanuts, and I can toast those, and it will give a nice crunch to this as well. I think that'll be good. It'll keep it simple. Raw peanuts. Okay, so that'll be lunch and dinner. Okay. And then I am gonna get some eggs. It has been a hot second since I bought eggs, so I'm not really prepared for what is going on with the egg situation, with the price or them being out. So eggs, and then I want bacon, sausage. I have cheese. I have cottage cheese. And I've got spices. I do need some more garlic powder. I'm running out of that. I want to get water. I have heavy cream. I'll do red bell pepper. It's sweeter than green bell pepper. Maybe some bamboo shoots. That sounds good. Okay. Nice. Maybe some bean sprouts if they've got them. Not a make or break item, but it will add nice volume to the mix. And it's a nice crunch, even though I've got the lettuce for crunch. So I would cook all these up and then keep the lettuce separate so I can warm up the mixture and then put it in the lettuce wraps. And I think that that is pretty much it. So I'll take that to the grocery store with me on Monday. And that is my very simple week planned out. Thanks for following along as I plan out my week. Like and subscribe and give the channel a follow. I'll see you next time.